Welcome to Blue Baron Manufacturing, home of the Blue Baron truck mounts and the patented access point heat exchangers. Here today we have a 45SA. It's a 2018 model. Beautiful unit, well built. Let's start with the frame. Well, the frame is quarter plate, solid one piece. There's a lifetime warranty on these frames. They're all powder coated. Beautiful frames. And yeah, quarter thick. Where do you find quarter thick bases? Nowhere. This is the best built truck mount in the industry. And our icon is our access point patented heat exchanger. And it's 3,500 pounds pressure rated. This unit can do 2,000 pounds pressure and beyond, right around 2,500 psi. It'll put you into other jobs that other truck mounts of the same pricing structure cannot do. So why turn down water pressure jobs, pressure washing jobs, where they pay good money and they allow you to expand the versatility of your truck mount. All our truck mounts have the Kohler engine and the Suterbilt blowers, so this can do 410 CFM. And it's a 27 horse Kohler, 3-year warranty on that, 1.5 on the blower. Our frames are all lifetime warranty. Got deep penetrating TIG welded frames, and the extensions and everything are real thick, 3/16 thick feet and brackets. All stainless flex hoses. We got a preheater at the bottom, the post heater, that's coming right off your primary. We have a solid stainless header, 316L, polished, highest quality header in the industry. And it's just a beautiful unit. And we use silencers that are standard in the industry. We don't use mufflers like Amtex will throw on a muffler. What a cheap way of building a truck mount. Another thing is they also use these couplings. These rubber couplings will break. So most of their units are all, I think all of them for that matter, are all using the rubber couplings to connect from the crankshaft to the rotor shaft. And what they do is they place this, it makes it a little bit skinnier, but with all of that, you don't want one of these to break. And oftentimes they do. And I've been in the industry for 40 years and 12 years manufacturing. And within that 28 years of carpet cleaning, I had systems that had these Buna rubbers, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So you don't want any downtime. You want to be able to have reliability for your units. And this whole setup is the same size belts. All 3 belts are the same size BX30s. They're low shed, super high quality belts. So we put a lot into our units, and with that, we have the stainless braided hoses, which a lot of units aren't using. A lot of them aren't using brass, so we use a lot of brass, which is more expensive. A lot of truck mount company manufacturers don't want to use, too expensive. We have a thermal guard for our water box, so as to add to the circulatory system, we have adjustable bypass. This allows you to keep all the water running internally so that you have a more stable heat across the board, and allows you to also be able to adjust the heat better. You should be able to walk away and have this unit self-contained without using it while it's running, and still be able to adjust the temperature and keep it regulated. So we have a thermostat down here. We have a high limit shutdown right here. And we have, again, the bypass here. Here's your high out manifold. We have a fully machined manifold, which is really nicely put together. Limits a lot of your fittings, which make it less likely to leak. So, this is a really sturdy unit, well put together, well organized. We got the fuse here. We got another fuse behind here. And we have another fuse on the other side for the accessories. Our blowers are really built in a way that the system, the airflow, comes from the inlet to the outlet with no differential drop. They come right down into a nice silencer, and again, as I mentioned before, we don't use mufflers. We use only the highest grade of acoustic muffling, the decibel dampening, high decibel dampening mufflers that are really the best in the industry. They're not the standard muffler that you would think of from a car that, again, some of these other manufacturers are using. They cost a lot more money, but they work great. And you want to be able to go in a residential area and not get kicked out by law enforcement because you're too loud. You want these systems to run nice and quiet so you can get in on the job and get out on the job and get paid without having to be kicked out of, say, some of these areas that have commercial next to residential. That can present a problem if your truck mount is way too loud. And car mufflers, and a lot of these manufacturers using the car mufflers, do not dampen the sound of the lobes inside your blower. So having said all that, some other features are a last step injection and a drain system for your oil out of your engine. And you've got your accessories over here for your pump out as well as your demand pump, all fully fused. You got your default fuse, complete operational panel. Again, we have the pullbacks here for your belts to keep them nice and tight. We also have the alignment tools on the side for the blower and the water pump, and the same thing with the blower here for a pullback. So we get a really nice tension on the belts. And the important thing is you don't have no cabinetry, so you can breathe and you can reach underneath here and quickly loosen the bolts to your blower and push it in and be able to change the belts. Other systems, people spend a lot of money taking them into John Donne and Interlink and other places and pick a number and wait. And then by the time you're done, your bill can be hundreds of dollars just to change out belts. Okay, we're living in an economy where, I know things are going pretty good so far, but no matter how good things are, you don't want to lose time on jobs. You want to be able to fulfill your job and make the customer happy with minimal downtime. So the Blue Baron 45 is a user-friendly machine. It's easy to operate, and you've got your control panel up here, and you've got your chemical feed, and you've got your hour meter and your water pressure gauge, your vacuum measured in HGs, and your temperature gauge, and your controls. And this control here controls your accessories to the side here. So it controls your 12 volts, and you've got your choke and throttle. And we've got our delayed fuse circuit breaker. Everything is where it's supposed to be. It's really nicely put together. And we got a water drain for your water box, hand adjuster control for your pressure regulation for your water pump, and a cup here that's used to lubricate your lobes of your blower, your last step injection, and two ports that one can be used, you can run two wands off of this, or you can just have one guy pre-spraying and you could be washing at the same time with your carpet wand. So this is pretty well versatile built unit. We're very happy with it, and we built a lot of them. We're selling a lot of them. People are happy with the results. We have a lot of the Blue Barons out there they've been out there for 12 years and they're still running. People are happy with what we're doing with the industry, and we are setting an industry standard. And I would say the icon of the Blue Baron series of truck mounts is our access point heat exchanger, and we are selling a lot of them to other people that have different varying types of truck mounts that they want to augment and increase their temperature and improve the performance of their cleaning. So I'm real happy with the Blue Barons and the way they're coming. They've been out there for a long time now. We're becoming an industry standard, and people are liking what we're doing. Call us today at 727-505-2989, and I'll answer any of your questions that you may have. And we'll talk to you then, and call us also on Saturdays, because we are open Saturdays as well. Thank you. Have a nice day.